When I first brought it on the floor of this House, there was not even one single opposing voice. It was passed overwhelmingly. And because even some members in this House are affected by assisted reproduction. There are many members who don't have children, including myself. Now, because I've been declared Adani, I'm not going to have one. But there are members here who still want to have children through assisted reproduction. And one of them who has brought amendments on, called Honorable Shakil Shabil, has had a child through assisted reproduction. That is why it passed overwhelmingly. And for members who remember when Honorable Joyce Lay was here, she even burst crying when she was moving this bill, when she was seconding. However, when it went to Senate, because there was a member who had a portion that had on her own bill, which had nothing to do with assisted reproduction, but had something on surrogacy, they saw the bill as being in competition. So they killed the bill, but unfortunately theirs didn't even reach here. So it was not because it was unpopular, it was because it was so popular that Senate wanted theirs to be the one that reached here first. The time, when it came again the second time in the last parliament, again it had overwhelming support. However, somebody misguided the church and said there were wrong things in the bill. And we met even with members of the church. And Honorable Jennifer Shamala, on behalf of the church, brought amendments to the bill. But the bill lapsed. And the bill that is brought here is the bill with amendments from the church. That aside, Madam Speaker, I am very willing and able normally to accommodate members. If you actually look at the Committee of Health, they have brought several amendments, which I think are excellent amendments. And I sat, and I'm not flattering the committee. They've actually brought excellent amendments, including deleting the clause that is offensive to Honorable Kaluma. They proposed a deletion. Madam Speaker, I am an experienced member of this House, especially this stage. I think you know that. You are one of the members who is also experienced in this stage. You know, most members usually run because they find this complex. And I can tell you, Madam Speaker, that usually we employ winnowing when you have almost 15, 20 members bringing amendments. In this instance, it is the committee, and as the mover, I agree with almost everything that the committee is proposing.
We have heard you.
The second one is Honorable Shakil. The third one is Honorable Rene, and agree with most of the amendments. So the only person that has issues or still wants to be considered is Honorable Kaluma. Personally, I would have encouraged that we start, and if we see that there are hiccups, then we can go for winnowing, because what we want is what is best for Kenyans who are struggling to have children.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
I'll hear you, Honorable
Speaker.
Dr. Pukose.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I hear Honorable Kaluma in terms of requesting for winnowing.